So what is up dear chess lovers and my YouTube friends, welcome back to another video, and I hope you are having a good day, as today my day was good and lots of good things happened, and would like to share with you a nice game. So I found this game and decided to share with you. So this game was played by Sam Loyd versus Samuel Rosenthal in Paris in 1867, and the opening is Gayako piano. So let's get started. So I started with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5. So we have the Gayako piano. Here white has many options like c3, or we can even play b4, Ivan's gambit, and white can also castle over here. In the game we have d3, a quiet line, knight f6, developing the kingside knight and black ready to castle, bishop e3, offering bishop exchanges. If black here captures, then white can capture with the f pawn and the f file will be open for white. Let's go back. So bishop e3, black moved up with the bishop, bishop b6, and now if here white captures the bishop, then black will capture with the a pawn, thus opening up the a file for the black rook. But in the game after bishop b6 we have knight c3, just continuing development of the pieces, d6, opening the light squares bishop diagonal. So both are playing properly. D6, so we are now h3, not allowing knight g4 or bishop g4, knight a5, attacking the bishop, not attacking the bishop, threatening to capture the bishop. White played bishop b3, as you can't save the bishop. Knight takes b3, black captured the strong bishop of white, a cross b3, and now bishop e6, nicely developing the bishop. Knight b5, let's say if black plays random move, then yeah, the idea will be bishop takes bishop, and black can't capture with the pawn, as after rook takes queen takes there is this fork, and let's say if c takes b, rook takes a7, winning the pawn. Yeah, white will win a pawn in this position. After knight b5 we have bishop takes e3. Okay, so we have bishop, okay, wait a minute, sorry about that. After knight b5 we have bishop takes e6, f cross e6, f cross e3, c6, adding the knight, knight c3, which was the only square. So yeah, we are on the 12th move. After knight c3, queen c7 by black. Here comes g4. Okay, so white has instantly start an attack. If black castles kingside, then g5 will come. Let's see what black played. So g4, where is g4? Yeah, 13th move, g4. We have a6, a6 by black. Okay, yeah, black is preparing to castle on the queen side, and a6 was played because to protect the pawn from being captured. Okay, so d4, striking in the center, opening up the position, but white should be careful as his king is also stuck in the center. We have long castle by black. Okay, very risky move as the a file is open. d5 white, bishop d7, and now g5. So white is playing on the both sides. Bishop, knight e8, moving away the knight. Okay, knight e8, and now knight d2, c5 by black, knight c4, moving closer towards the black king, h6. In return, black wants to create a counterplay on the king side as white's king is also in the center. Okay, so queen goes to h5. Okay, so black can't capture now as the rook will be hanging. Let's go back. Rook f8. G takes h6. And now rook h8 again. Okay, now the pawn is pinned and black wants to capture on h6. Okay, but oh, so now you have to think, and what would you play in this position if you had white pieces? Ready? So yeah, in this position white played h takes g7, sacrificing the queen. So black captured the queen, rook takes h5, and the second queen appeared on the board with g takes h8, g8 equals queen. Rook takes h3 by black, takes h3, bishop takes h3, and okay, so now we have reached on the 24th move, and from here you need to look for some tactical blows because the queen side is weak in the black's camp. So what would you play in this position? Ready? And the move is knight b5, just moving forward with the knight, putting in order, sacrificing it on an empty square. Knight, let's see what if black captures. Then the obvious continuation is rook 8 check. This was the whole point. Black should give up his queen. If not, then if running away with the king to the d7 square, then after queen takes f7, we will have a checkmate on the board. Black after knight b5. So where is the queen going? We have queen e7. Queen has went to the e7 square. Queen h7 by white, adding the bishop. Black moved the bishop, bishop g4, and now knight a7 check was given. A7 check, king b8, and now what? Again a question for you. Try to find a move which white played in this position. And here comes another piece sacrifice, rook takes a6, which was again not accepted, as if he captures then knight c6 will fork the king and the queen. Let's see what he played in the game. Rook takes a6 and rook a5, queen f6, we have queen h1, rook h8 by black, adding the queen, queen f1, offering the exchange of queens, bishop f3, now knight b6, again moving closer to the black king. Now the obvious threat you can see is knight d7 with a check, forking the king and the queen. So queen h4 check by black, king went to d2, queen g4 by black, guarding the d7 square and threatening rook to h2. But in this position, Sam Loyd delivered a surprise. Can you guess the next move of which white played in this position? And it's the final blow. Ready? And now we have the second queen sacrifice, that is queen takes f3, giving away the second queen. So black captured as he is down a piece, and the reason for the sacrifice was to load away the black queen from the defense of the d7 square. Here comes a knight d7 check. The only move is king a8, knight c6 check. Don't forget it is check from the rook. The king cannot go to the b8 square. The only move is knight a6. And can you see the mate in one? Yep, correct. It's knight b6 with a checkmate. So we have a smothered mate on the board with the knight and with both knights and rook cooperating with two knights. So what would you say about this game? I hope you learned something new. In the end, a position for you. The task is very simple. The position is white to play and win.
Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time.